You know, how lucky is he to be served personally by the Scrap King?
On the cameras we saw this fam throw out some bricks, material that isn't steel. Lads, you've been caught.
Okay, let's go, let's go. Let's go.
We're gonna get in there.
Oh yeah, we'll get in quick.
Phil.
Yeah, up the villa. Very special, up the villa kick.
They for support football, I couldn't care less. That's Lee there, who do you support, Lee?
Birmingham City.
So do you like Phil the Builder?
Who's he sport?
Villa?
Oh, f***ing
I like one sport, and that's magnet fishing. It just thrills me.
Yeah, mate. Come on.
Rich, you're gonna do it like this.
Just get out of the way, let that van in. Can't you back him in?
Yeah, back him in. Come on, back. Banksman course. Come on, right hand down. Straight back, straight back. The faster the better.
Way that first, then, way that.
You know what I mean? The logistics and teamwork. What does that do, Will? Makes the dream work,
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean? Guys, I don't know if any of you guys have got married recently, but I'm currently going through the process of organising the wedding, and it is a f***ing nightmare. I hate it. I get messages all day long off my missus of different... I don't even know what this is. What is it? Hey, Pinterest, go f*** yourself, man. You're ruining my life. Hey, look at this Musa! Musa!
Yes, please.
Where have you stolen these from?
Well, this one because I buy the garage, I sell this company, good price.
How much is this one?
Maybe 300, maybe 200, maybe 100, maybe 10 pounds, depends. No put in YouTube.
Yeah, you go on YouTube. With all his stolen cats. Look at him, look at him. He's like a little... It's like a ferret and he's just f***ing lurking around.
I work here maybe 10 years before, yes or no, please?
Hey, I'll tell you what, Minister. How many times have you been banned? I bet you he's been banned 5 times in the last 10 years he's been coming. And his son, I caught his son once, right? They parked their van up by like a bin of lead and a few bits have fallen on the floor, and I'm on the cameras in the office and I'm watching him, and I can see his son looking, rolling it under the van towards the back doors, and then going around and loading the van up with the lead. So I ran out going ballistic at him and obviously got the lead back. All I will say is that someone ended up on the floor screaming like a little girl, but you know what I mean, we won't go down that route. Ha! Welcome to season 3, episode 2 of the Scrapking Diaries, and following last week's Instagram Q&A, we're going to show you...
Season 3 already?
Yes, season 3. We're going to show you some of the tricks that the customers try and pull on us to earn more money.
They usually foil Harry, but they don't get past me, just to let you know.
Nothing gets past you in that wise beard.
Where's yours?
Let's go. So you guys may remember last summer I was prepping a Ford KA to take it round the North Coast 500 with my mates. You might be wondering why I'm in this delightful car. That's because in 2 months I am doing the North Coast 500 with 5 of my friends to raise money for Acorns Children's Hospice. Rough Media has finally 6 months later got the episodes ready.
About to fall off the back.
Now, I'm not going to release them until the channel, which the link will be here, has hit 1,000 subscribers. So I want you all to go and subscribe it, and then in the next few weeks, the episodes will come out. Let's say they're not exactly PG. You're going to see me in a different light, I'll be honest with you. Have you watched Bangers of Cash yet? Can you go and subscribe? You're at YouTube, yeah? And I'll give you better prices. Okay. See you in a bit. So that's how you do it. It's all about, I don't really know. Getting it out there. Now you've subscribed to both channels, which are here, we're going to show you and kick off today's episode by showing you one of the most... Come on. Help me out, man, please.
Tricks in the book.
Okay, that'll do.
Right, one of the most common tricks in the book is the old wheel off the bridge. When they're weighing, they've got to obviously have 4 wheels on the bridge, and when they weigh out, obviously 4 wheels again. If they leave a wheel off, they'll have more weight, so they'll get paid for more material. Harry probably doesn't understand this still. So we'll catch one of them in 5 minutes and we'll show you.
Not getting any better, are you?
What else do you want me to say?
Oh, make it sound like it's not a fucking lecture. So Booster has just unloaded some scrap around the corners from non-ferrous, and he is notorious for doing the old wheel off the bridge trick. So here he comes, and I think he's gonna, well, let's just see if he does it. I told you he does it every time. He's left his back wheel off the weighbridge. Now if you look at the screen now, that van is 3940. Booster, come on properly. It now weighs 4760. So technically, if he was weighing off, like say cable, and let's call it £2,000 a ton, I don't know what's the weight. What's the mass there now? 3740, 260. I've actually forgot. It's about a ton, right? So you're talking potentially just by him leaving like 6 inches of wheel off the weighbridge, he could have had an extra £2,000 or whatever he just weighed off. Comes down to experience. We know just by a glance that the vehicle's going to be in the centre of the weighbridge. It doesn't matter which end you're at. As long as all 4 tyres are touching the centre pads, then it's going to be bang on.
The one bridge is raised, so they can't actually do this.
Now, when we bought the site originally, we had one weighbridge. We had to rush and get it installed because HS2 had compulsory purchase our previous site. We didn't know the exact date we were meant to be moving here, so we had a raised bridge delivered in quick fashion to put above ground, so obviously we could continue trading very short notice. So if you're a weighbridgeman out there, keep an eye on your weighbridges. It's a nice wagon. What's on that?
I'm doing an Instagram video.
Here we have an old primate learning how to do social media. Richard has just put his first story up. Now, if you want to follow him on his Instagram, and just see lots of pictures of him and his, I don't really know what else. What's on your page, Rich? He does a lot of shaving tutorials.
You don't, do you?
And it's here, it's at RichT_86. Hello, Romeo. How are you? God, he's still got it, you know. If I can find the right button, 1 second. Household. Lovely. Ugh. Where's the household? This is the problem though. I've literally 1 bit of code, I've wrecked my jumper. Did you know that a lot of the washing machine motors that come from the UK market haven't actually got copper winding in their alley? Customer's weighing his brass in, but he seems to have like a tray thing, so we've got to knock that off. So we'll tip this. Right, brass seat. Now we've got to tear the bin off. See, you wouldn't believe that's 2 kilos, but at today's rates, that's £6. So if you don't knock the bins off, like £6 on one little transaction, it's a lot of dough, isn't it? Hold on. No, just a second. Whoa, I ain't finished. I ain't paid for it yet. You know, too fast for me, you know what I mean? What's that meant to be? You see, that washing line's got a few steel bolts in it, but we'll let it go. Can't be too harsh, you know what I mean? You know, how lucky is he to be served personally by the Scrap King? It's just very good, Taroni. You're like Groot, aren't you? You're like Groot. You can only say like the one thing. Very good, Taroni.
Job we're not speaking English. That's very good, Taroni, very good. Very good, money, good. Very good, Taroni. Very good.
For Sparta.
Very good, Forza.
Ah! That's how we do it. Sparta. So today we are paying £4.20 for brass, which has got me thinking that's the highest I've ever known brass in my scrap metal career. I've just had a thought, there's probably tons on these shelves. If this video gets 500 likes, I'll take down all of the shelves and weigh it and then find out the value. Right then, let's go and find the next con artist of the yard.
The only con artist around here is Harry. All he does is pretend he's busy. Here's another trick of the trade. Copper, today it's £6.30 a kilo. But look what they're trying to do today. Look, they fill up the piping with sand and soil. I'll show you what they put inside now to increase the weight. Right, there you are. Look, it's full of sand. Oldest trick in the book. You can't blame them. £6.30 a kilo. It's good sand, isn't it? There you go, no good. Right. Inside this one is a steel bar, so it's not a bad price for copper, is it? For steel, £6.30 a kilo. Sake, man. Nice if you can get away with it, but you can't round here, so whatever material you bring in, make sure it's clean. The payment for this load, we know who brought it in, so we're going to stop payment today. And when they mow, we'll show them and give them the material back. So any scrap, just make sure it's clean. We'll give you the best price for the best scrap. You know what I mean? So now we'll show you the most common one, which happens at least 5-6 times a day. Come this way, we'll show you. Right, now we're going to show you the old passenger trick. Harry, what are you doing?
I'm on passenger watch. What? Oh, look at this, I learnt earlier. Yeah. Here we go.
No.
Come on.
I can't.
Come on, you're in the dentist today. You're gonna have to do it.
Fucking way.
No, you have been in the dentist today.
Yeah?
Yeah, so
No. Go on then, where's the key?
really hates me. See it, it's running. This is the new whip. What do you think of this for the old tug of war? Who wants to be crowned top tugger? Henry Arnold is the top tugger. You know what I mean? So,
Don't ruin the car.
one, oh, it's got a full tank.
Just don't ruin it, man. It's a seller.
Can't sell this, man.
That will sell. This car will sell.
I can't start doing handbrake turns and that because Richard will fall out with me if he wants to sell this car.
The car's for sale. There's a fire in the motorcycle.
I'll have a look. This is not a trick that anybody's going to try and stitch us up with as such. However, we've just been exporting some electric motors. On our second box that we're loading today, we found that somewhere in the pile there's been some of these, which is them, I think they're like the lithium ion batteries out of cars. These are extremely dangerous. These are what caused our original fire at this yard back in March last year. So I know we're joking around with the coppers and explaining how the customers can leave a wheel off and things like this, but when it comes down to lithium ion batteries being stuck into loads and that to get rid of them, it's just very, very dangerous. So nightmare things. If anyone knows how to recycle them, let me know so I can get rid of them properly. Right, back to the car, to the Batmobile.
It's in the all now. What's the interior?
We are selling the car, you see, so I don't want to like damage the interior. Right, let's go, Richie.
Five minutes later.
Have you got the weight? One passenger.
So as you've just seen, demonstrated by this fine natural athlete, is what we like to call the stop, drop and roll. And that technique is used by customers when a few of them come into the yard in a van or a lorry or a car or whatever, and then the one sees his mate and wants to go and have a chat with him, and before you know it, only one person's back on the weighbridge when there was 3 in the cab. Now, 16 stone bloke weighing 100 kilo, in scrap value today, that's £22. So you get 2 of your pals to jump out, covering your diesel every day by just jumping out the cab. So we've got to be very vigilant. The Fred system has a fantastic way of noting down how many passengers are inside the cab. But even if you're looking through the windows, some of the customers are craftier than others, and they can actually get into the boot.
You can do that 47 times a day. You can buy a Ford.
Yeah, exactly. So if you get out the cab, like Richard said, 47 times a day for 2.5 years, you can actually buy yourself a brand new 911 Turbo S. MOT, taxed, I'll lick it so you can sell it for more. Basically, it'd be like a Porsche 911 Turbo F NFT Taroni metals, we've actually paid for it. Andre, yeah. I know you're right, mate, it's fine. You can't force me in.
Right, another trick is they will fill the boots up with people, rubbish, anything, in order to get more weight, like this. Quick, get out, they're not looking.
They're not looking. Right then, let's go and check on our possible top tugger vehicle. I knew you were going to do it, I fucking knew it.
Go on, that's it, go on.
No, if you're going to reverse, I'll soon I'll just strap my ass.
You won't. Look, no hands. Don't. I've sold it.
I knew it. Okay, let's go, let's go. Let's go.
We're gonna get in there.
Oh, yeah, Paul, get in quick. The camera! Get down the camera!
Pull there.
Get down the camera! Get down the camera!
Where are you going? Look, there's vans here. Rudy.
He's been saying to me all day, don't wreck the car.
Don't start mouthing.
He's just crushed the car, man. This better be on camera, Will.
Was it?
Oh, film it, Will. Oi!
Go on, leave it, Paul. Leave it, come on.
So it's kicked off, he's crashed the car. The customers are kicking off. I can't believe it. All day, Richard. Oh, don't damage the car. Sell that. He's just crashed it.
How many this was for sale?
All days we go, don't damage the car, don't upsold it.
It's not that bad, is it? Come.
It's only a Cat S now. You can see his paint.
Oh.
Don't worry about the door. I've got loads of blue doors. I've got loads of them. Yeah, we'll fix it, man. We'll fix it.
Yeah,
Tell him. Come on, we'll tell him. I'm actually in. My whole body's like gone into shock just of adrenaline, and I cannot believe what's just happened. He wasn't looking. He's just driven straight into the customer's van. My door. What'd you do about my door? Don't be scared because the Romanian wanted to beat you up. I have told him we're going to go to the. I have told him that we're going to go to the blue door department and pick him a new door out. I can't believe all day long. Don't damage the car. I've sold it for 600 quid. That isn't him just driven it straight into someone. I better not claim.
I never did that.
Look at all the nice blue panes of the Transit. So, because Richard has wrecked the Mariva now, it's not for sale anymore, although he's been pestering me all day that I can't wreck it because it is for sale. That might be a good car for the Tugger Challenge at Henry Arnold's. As what do you reckon? The Mariva, or if we can get the ML out of limp mode. So, we've had this come in yesterday. We plugged it into Az's little computer thing, and it had how many faults there? 57. So we cleared them all off, and it turns out it's a fuel. Yes, one of those. It's got a high pressure fuel pump issue, which is way above my pay grade. I haven't got a clue what that means. So that's why everything that we get and need work doing to it gets dropped to 65 Cheston Road. Az does all the work on it for us. He's going to get the cars prepped for Henry Arnold's. So yeah, they're our two options now. Look, Rich is on the phone to Admiral. Oh, look, the insurance company. He's claiming whiplash already. Look at him. Look.
Speeding.
Look.
Definitely speeding.
Look, everybody starts crowding around. Look, get out for the confrontation. No, Richard bottles it. I will drive it back to the yard so we get there in one piece. You see this, right? I'm using my mirrors and I'm checking my surroundings so I can see for oncoming traffic, other cars, pedestrians, you know, obstructions in the road.
Blue transit vans.
And then I can just...
Don't. Oh, you just bring the whole estate down, don't you? Right, whilst I was recovering, on the cameras we saw this van throw out some bricks, material that isn't steel, so let's see what it is. Hello mate, you're right. Lads, you've been caught. We've seen you on the camera. Do you want to own up to it? George, come on. Look. There's one piece of it. Slabs, lads, we don't buy slabs. We buy metal. How many of these did you throw off? How many?
Just the one.
Right, there's going to be a heavy deduction on your load today because we don't buy slabs. Put it back on the van, please, lads. Oldest trick in the book, but we've got two checkers and cameras. They don't get away with it. This is why we pay the best price, because we check the metal, and as long as it's good metal, we'll pay you the proper price. So keep the rubbish out of it and bring it down for the best price. It's a busy yard, this is what I like to see. Plenty of customers, loading containers, ticks in and out. That's what happens when you're number one.
Okay, the fifth and final trick that people are trying to play on us, or specifically Tommy, being the number one cat buyer in the UK, any prices, message this number, is supplying us with fake cats. The methods that people are going to now to actually con scrapyards and obviously cat buyers out of money is amazing. This is a Honda Jazz cat, one of the most notorious cats for being stolen. It is targeted at the cars are, to be honest. This cat is actually a fake one. Now, the only way you can really tell is just through buying experience and just not being a dopey motherfucker. No, just don't know. The only way you can really tell is just by being in the trade and getting experience with how cats are made and, what they feel like, really, is the only answer. What they look like. The honeycomb inside is usually a bit darker, and the fake ones are usually white. You can actually see it there. So the methods that the people are going to now to actually fake a cat is they'll remake it, they'll insert aftermarket honeycomb inside which has no value, and then they will sell the complete unit to a scrapyard. So for example, if this cat's, how much is the cat worth today, Tom? $350, yeah? So they're going to sell that to me for $350, for example, but then they've also got the insides which they can go to like another scrapyard and sell that for $350. So they're doubling the money every time. If you look, the welds are always different.
Well, they're different, aren't they?
Difference in your welds. Yours will be all splattered everywhere. You can sell fake cats, but it all comes down to just the way the whole thing is. So that is the fifth and final trick of the con trade of the scrap game today. All right, Rich, calm down. You don't have to say everything.
And you have to make sure they're full. Tommy, do you poke all the cats? What with? Good.
That's it. Look at him, he's so excited to get out. So I'm going to present you with that fake jazz cat.
Thank you.
Let's go in the fake jazz cat pile. On there.
Tommy, put this back on and we'll sell it as a real one. Don't blame. Cheers, Tom.
So, thank you.
Yeah, go, yeah.
So, thanks for watching today's episode. As you can see, we've got lorries just queuing up to get in, so we need to get back to work now. But those were the 5 sort of most common
Tricks,
yeah, cons that get pulled on us on a daily basis. So we've got to be really on the ball and sharp to keep on in control of it all.
So if you think about doing it, don't do it here.
If you do it, you'll be a one of them, you know what I mean? If you conners, right, Rich is going to get his Vivara and just ram you. Can't believe he did that, man. He was selling that car an hour ago, now he's like, just ripped it off. Anyway, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and also follow Bangers and Cash. Subscribe to it. We're going to release the episodes when we hit 1,000 subscribers, which isn't a lot, so please do me a favour and subscribe to the channel, and in a couple of weeks we'll put the episodes out there. You will not want to miss them. So for now, see you next week.
Lovely, Will, thank you. Harry, thank you. I'll soon be.
That's what'll happen if you try and pull one of these tricks on us. What's this, you know what I mean?